Electric vehicle architecture. In this unit, we'll study about simulating vehicles on MATLAB. Coming on simulating the electric vehicle or hybrid electrical vehicle model, first we need to understand the software. So, in this lesson, we'll be studying about MATLAB. We'll be talking about its workspace and tools which can be used for designing purpose. So, and the topics which we will be covering in the order are introduction, where we'll know about MATLAB and its function, then talking about its product family, then we'll know the workspace in which we'll be modeling our setup, and at last starting MATLAB. That is the part where we'll be adding blocks and making the model with the help of major tools. So MATLAB has made a huge name for itself after introduction in the industry. It is used by various engineers from mechanical branch, electric branch, electronic branch for the purpose of simulating and designing of various components which are used in day-to-day life. The name MATLAB stands for Matrix Laboratories. MATLAB was written originally to provide easy access to matrix software developed by LINPACK and ISPAC projects. But as you can see, MATLAB is a high-performance language for technical computing which integrates computation, visualization and programming environment, which is quite unique for a software. Furthermore, MATLAB is a modern programming language environment. It has sophisticated data structures, contains built-in editing and debugging tools, and support object-oriented programming. These are the factors which make MATLAB an excellent tool for teaching and research purpose. If we talk about the advantages compared to conventional computer language, for example C, C++, for solving technical problems, MATLAB is an interactive system whose basic data element is an array that does not require dimensioning, and the software already has been available since 1980s and is now considered as a standard tool at most universities and industries worldwide. It has a powerful built-in routine that enables a very wide variety of computation. It also has easy to use graphics commands that makes the visualization of results immediately available. As you can see, it is quite user friendly for the user, and if a person is knowing how to operate MATLAB and know how the tools are working, he has quite a higher chance of getting ahead with right understanding. So coming now to MATLAB product family. So MATLAB can be classified as a programming language which is driven by user written functions, and these are operated by built-in function which can be classified into three types, namely graphics, computations and external interface. In graphics we get 2D graphics, 3D graphics, color and lighting, animation, image, audio and video. Then in computation we get linear algebra, data analysis, polynomials, interpolations and solution of ODE. Then external interfaces, we get C, C++, Java, .NET and Microsoft Excel. So you can have a slight idea of how big the software is to explore. Now, after logging into your MATLAB account, you can enter MATLAB by double clicking on the MATLAB shortcut icon that is present near your Windows desktop. And when you start MATLAB, a special window called the MATLAB desktop appears, which is currently right in front of you. So let us see the parts which are beneficial The home part contains all the basic tools and functions like adding of new files, saving of files, and importing data from another sources. Then there's a shortcut for Simulink window, and here we get a help button which allows user to remove its doubts regarding any function or tool. And the good thing about MATLAB is that it posts regular videos for the users to understand the software in much better sense. Then coming over to our command window, the two arrows represent the command prompt at which further we add our MATLAB function. Both the command window and command history are interlinked with each other. Command history are used for viewing or executing previously run function. Then workspace, we use it to add arrays for proper use by the function. Then there is a view bar where we view or change current directory according to our personal use. Now let us study about the major tools which are accessible to the desktop. Taking first as command window. So the command window is used to enter variables and run functions and MATLAB files. You simply have to put your function ahead of command prompt and then the answer will come according to it. Now coming over to command history, and the lines you enter in the command window are directly logged in the command history window, and therefore the command history you can view previously used function and copy and execute selected line. The part you see in green color is regarded as timestamp, which marks the start of each session. Then you can add one or more lines and right click them to copy or evaluate, or even create an MATLAB file from the selected lines. And coming over to Launchpad. Now coming over to next major tool, Launchpad. It is a platform that provides easy access to tools, demos and documentation. You just have to click on specific, that is if you are double clicking on help, you will go directly to documentation for the product, and demos which displays the demo launcher for the product. Then if you want to open specific tool, just double click. Now coming over to next tool, that is help browser. Help browser is used to search and view documentation for all MathWorks products. The help browser is a web browser which is integrated into the MATLAB desktop that displays HTML documents. And if you want to open the help browser, simply click the help button in the toolbar or type help browser in the command window and you will be directed towards the help browser window. As you can see in the left hand side, it is divided into categories. It is called help navigator pane, which provides different ways to find the right documentation you need. And on the right side, you get a pane for viewing your documentation. Now coming over to next, current directory browser. MATLAB file operation use the current directory and the search path as a reference point. Any file you want to run must either be in the current directory or on the search path, and it provides a quick way to view or change the current directory. Therefore, you can see here there's a small window present. The small detail window that is present, which is in which you can view the help portion of the selected M files, that is MATLAB files. The files that can be selected from this part, you just have to double click on the file to open it, and in this edit box it is used to view directories and their contents. Coming over to our next, that is workspace browser. The MATLAB workspace consists of the set of variables that are regarded as arrays, which built up during a MATLAB session and is stored in a memory. You just have to add variables to the workspace by using function or running MATLAB files and by loading saved workspaces. You just have to double click on a variable to see and change its content in the array editor. Now next major tool is editor debugger. This editor debugger is used to create and debug MATLAB files, which are programs you write to run on MATLAB function. The editor debugger provides a graphical user interface for basic texting, edition, as well as for MATLAB file debugging. In this you can see like if I want to pause some function like in point 2, I can add a breakpoint here. It will automatically stop the execution of the product from function 2 then. It is quite handy to see and check the flow of your function. And if you want to know the value of a variable, you just have to put your cursor on it for a little time and you will know the value. That is all. We have discussed all the major tools to be used in MATLAB. Thus we are good to go for our next part. That is all for today. Thanks for watching.